We are going to skip problem 3. I don't have the template with me right now, so we're going to skip that one, but I am going to go on to the next page, which is your homework, page 11. Let me write that down. So, just like the problem set, you are doing the same thing. It says, make the following boxes on centimeter grid paper, cut and fold each to make 3 open boxes, taping them so they hold their shape. How many cubes would fill each box? Explain how you found the number. So, same thing as before, I would cut this out and figure out how many is in each box. So looking at this box right here, it's very similar to the one I showed you in the first one, but the difference is there is less. There is not a second layer. Because there isn't a second layer, that means that there is only 1 cube here, 1 cube here, 1 cube here, and 1 cube there. So that means that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. So I'm going to write 4 cubes. So there is 1 layer with 4 cubes. Now on the second one, what I see here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 cubes in the first layer. And all of this right here, including the gray, is considered the first layer. So there is 6 plus 6, which is going to give me, because the first layer is 6, and the second layer is another 6. So that is going to give me 12 cubes. So I have 2 layers with 6 cubes in each layer. Okay. Now on the bottom one, I'm doing the same thing. I'm counting my first layer. So all of this right here, including the gray, because that's the bottom piece, is considered the first layer. And I'm going to count how many cubes are in that layer. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 of them, okay? So I have 12 cubes in the first layer. And on the second layer, I'm going to have another 12. So right here is going to be my other 12. And I know that 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. So I'm going to write 2 layers with 12 cubes in each layer. Okay. Now, going on to the next page, it asks me how many centimeter cubes would fit inside each box. Explain your answer using words and diagrams on each box. The figures are not drawn to scale. These are a little bigger. So it asks me how many number of cubes do I think there are. And just looking at it, I have my first layer, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3. And now there's a second layer. This back piece right here and all right here would be my second layer. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So my explanation is there is 1 layer with 6 cubes. Now, the second one, I'm looking at it, I have the same thing. Look at this, right? There's 3 in the front, and then there's 2 more there's a layer in the back. So this is the same thing as the one before, exactly the same. They just added a top part. So this one is also 6 cubes. And on the top one, we have another 6 cubes. And I know 6 plus 6 is going to give me 12 cubes. So my explanation is going to be there are 2 layers. Each layer has 6 cubes. Okay? Now, problem C. I'm going to move it up. It says number of cubes. So I am going to count the first layer. And right here is my first layer. All of this right here is going to be my first layer. Okay? And my first layer, I'm going to count how many cubes are there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 cubes. So I'm going to write on the side 16. Okay? So that means that this layer right here in the back is identical to the first layer. So 16 plus 16 is going to give me what? So I know that 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Maybe I should write it out so you guys can see that better. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So my answer is 32. And now I'm going to explain on the bottom. There are 32 cubes. Each layer has 16 cubes. Now I'm going to move to the bottom. Problem 3. It says the box pattern below holds 24 1 centimeter cubes. Draw 2 different box patterns that would hold the same number of cubes. So I need to figure out how I can draw 24 centimeter cubes. So I'm thinking of numbers that equal to the number 24 because they're asking me what is going to give me 24 cubes. So one way is I know that 6 times 4 equals to 24. And I also know that 12 times 2 equals to 24, right? So I'm going to draw it out. On the first layer, I'm going to have 6. It's going to take some time to draw this. Okay, so this is, oh, my cubes are not. Okay, so that's 6. So that would be my gray area. I'm going to grab a gray color pencil so you guys can see that more clearly. So this is the gray, just like the gray right there. That's 6. And then I need to make sure that there's 4 on each side. So I'm going to draw it out this way to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's see if it actually fits. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that doesn't look very good. One, two, three, 4. Okay, and on the top, same thing. There is going to be 4 that goes up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the bottom, same thing, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that would be what it would look like if I drew it out. Now, this one, I would do the same thing, but I am going to have to erase this because I don't think it will fit, and I'm going to have to draw a little bit smaller. If you need to attach a piece of paper, you can. So I'm going to draw 12. Okay. So I have, that's 12 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to color that in gray. Okay, and then I'm going to draw the rest of the pieces. So I am going to have 2, so 1, 2, and on the top, I'm going to have 2 as well. And on the side, 2 as well. And on the bottom, 2 as well. Okay, so if I were to cut this out and fold it all up, I would have 24 little cubes in each little gray square area. See that? Now, oh, that's it. We're done.